After a torrid Euros, England defender Jess Carter is back at Gotham FC in New Jersey. It's a place where she says she feels safe. A comfort she did not enjoy in Switzerland, where she was targeted by so much racist abuse online, she came off social media. And despite the threat of a backlash, with the support of her fellow Lionesses,
let's go play this traitors ball over.
She decided to make her decision public.
As soon as we lost against France, the messages started going from, oh, she's not good enough, or shouldn't be playing for England, or should be ashamed of performance or whatever. And then it started being about the reason I was rubbish was because I was black, and I'm not going to go into detail on the comments that I was getting, but it was violently aggressive racism. It was actually my sister that encouraged me to write something on social media because I didn't want to initially. But my sister was like, if this was your niece and nephew, if this is Michelle Adjumang, or if this is Lauren James or Kiara, what would you want to do? How would you want to support them? Like, you wouldn't want them to be quiet and do it by themselves. So why should you do it? And yeah, I guess if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have kind of spoke up about it.
For those who have never experienced that level of racial abuse, it is impossible to appreciate the impact it can have.
I think it just makes you feel really small. It makes you feel like you're not important, that you're not valuable, and it makes you second guess everything that you do. And on top of that, it's the way it makes my family feel. Like my family was so devastated by it as well, and so sad by it. I think that how it impacts the people around you sometimes is even worse about how it impacts you directly. And I think that's what is really, that's what's really sad, is just the hate that people have in them to give out. I will never understand.
And that hate took Carter somewhere she'd never been before.
So next up, Lauren James.
When Lauren James missed her penalty in the shootout against Sweden, Carter admits feeling relieved when a white teammate failed too.
It's horrible to say, but it's almost like a sigh of relief when other players that weren't black missed the penalty after, I think during the Sweden game, I know LJ missed and then other players missed, and it was a sigh of relief that others missed, because the racism that would have come with LJ being the only one that missed that penalty would have been astronomical.
That is a terrible place to be, isn't it, when you're actually almost celebrating one of your white teammates missing a penalty. It's not a good place to be.
No, it's not, and it's not because we want them to fail, because obviously I want them in the penalty shootout too. I think it's just more about the knowing how it's going to be for us if we miss, and that's not the way that we want to play. We're trying to play football. We're trying to do the best we can to represent ourselves, our families, our nations, and we've been picked for a reason to be up there, and for people to be so, I guess, just so horrible with their abuse, it just baffles me. It doesn't make any sense in my mind.
And those feelings cut so deep, Carter said not only was she terrified ahead of the final, but also thought Serena Wiegmann had made a mistake by picking her.
Serena spoke to me before on the build-up to the Spain game and said that she was wanting to play me, and kind of spoke to me about it. And at the time I didn't say anything to her, but in my head I just thought, are you sure? The night before the game, I just remember feeling I was like scared. I was scared for the Spain game. And that's the first time I've ever been like scared to play. And I think it was a mixture of, it was such a big game, and I was aware that my performances hadn't been that great, and how was I going to try and turn that around for such a huge game? But then on top of that, scared of whatever abuse might come with it, whether it's football-based because people weren't happy that I was playing, which is obviously never nice, but again, people are entitled to their opinion, or whether it was going to be the racial abuse that was going to come with it.
And for Jess Carter, so much support.
The Lionesses have long taken the knee ahead of kickoff, but Carter's experience at the Euros prompted a rethink, and they stopped doing it.
It's hard in a tournament, because we are focused on the football, and there's only so much you can do in a tournament to try and make an impact. But it was just that what we are doing clearly has lost its value. So let's just try to do something different. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, but if it just makes one person question what's the next thing they're about to type or the next thing that they're about to say, then that is a job well done. Job well done for me. And I think knowing that the team were all behind that straight away and felt comfortable to do that, knowing that it might raise more awareness or questions for things, was really incredible for us.
You're a great inspiration. The team's a great inspiration, but young black girls could be looking at your experience and thinking, I don't really want that.
Yeah, exactly that. And we're trying to do our best to encourage young girls to come and play football, to participate in any sports that they want to play and believe in their dream. But I mean, if I'd have seen that as a youngster, it's not going to make me want to go and play. And we want to show them all the good sides of it, the reasons why you should be playing for your nation, not these horrible negative sides. But ultimately, you can have 1,000 amazing comments, but those 10 that you get are enough to make you not want to step foot back on that pitch.
Working alongside the social media giants, the police are still trying to identify those behind the abuse and have told Carter they intend to prosecute them when they do. Her honesty and bravery in the face of such poison deserves at least that. Steve Scott, ITV News.